It's funny the things we realize when we're alone. It took a worldwide health crisis, a turbulent pandemic for us to really sit with ourselves, to acknowledge the truths we've been ignoring, to look at what we are pretending isn't there, to wake up day in and day out and look ourselves square in the mirror, probably when we're brushing our teeth. That's when I first look in the mirror every day. In the beginning, I made plans. I was finally going to get to all those little things that I needed to finish and begin the projects that I wanted to do but never had time for. I'd get rid of old clothes and make those macrame plant holders I saw on Pinterest. I'd learn how to make bread and knit and bead and fish. Wait, no, not fish. I don't care about fishing. I made to-do lists and flowcharts and vision boards. I made a 5-year plan and then a 5-decade plan and then a plan to give to a 5-year-old. Here I'd say I made this for you during COVID-19. I hope you like it. But then the minutes turned into days. It's funny how we all tell time the same. Weather, no, there's Celsius and then there's Fahrenheit. Length, there's centimeters or inches. But time is universal. Kind of like the universe. Does that clock work? Day begins to die every day at noon when the sun has reached its peak in the sky and I've eaten my second bowl of cereal. There I was, procrastinating, just like I did before the outbreak. How could I get my life together when I needed to clean my apartment? It started with the Tupperware. Everyone has a Tupperware disaster. If you meet someone who has perfect Tupperware organization, that person is a psychopath. How is it that the containers and lids don't match? How did that happen? This lid is a rounded rectangle. You'd think it went with this rounded rectangle container, but no. This lid is maybe for decoration? Kind of like life, I guess. Not every tub has a lid. Am I the tub? I decided to concentrate on the dishwasher. For the first time, I listened, really listened to the sound of its cycle. It reminded me of the sounds I heard in the womb. Plants don't poop, but rather exhale, and that's what we breathe. No, that clock doesn't work. Or is it just the same time it was earlier? Who ate all the pasta? I don't remember eating it, but then again, I don't remember buying it either. I could feel myself becoming less and less productive. Non-productive? Is that a word? I needed to focus. I made a list of all my priorities, but then I realized they were out of order, so I redid them. And that's when I noticed the ceiling. Has it always been like that? No. Obviously not. It's gotten worse because of the rain. But how long's it been that bad? Depends on the last time it rained. They say a stopped clock tells the right time 2 times a day, but you need a working clock to tell you the right time. And if you have a working clock, do you really need a broken one? Depends on how much you like clocks. Is that a library book? As the world crumbles around us, I think about how much longer we might be in this. A year? That's 2 Mars years, and approximately 29.5 Saturn years, and 7 dog years. What would you do if you suddenly had all the time in the world? Would you waste it? Would you think about how you're wasting it? Would you think about how you're thinking about wasting it and then think about how much time you're wasting on thinking about this whole thought process? Would you beat up your past self and then designate tasks to your future self because your present self is so tormented? Would you obsess over the minutes passing? Would it give you anxiety? It gives me anxiety. Or would you sit with yourself? Look at what you are pretending isn't there. And if it were to all end tomorrow, would you go back to normal?